Welcome to the He's Got Issues DC Comics Edition number 144.2. I'm John Cooney here to preview new DC Comics being released October 22nd, 2014, beginning alphabetically with Aquaman number 35. The shocking truth is revealed: the tomb of Aquaman's mother is empty, but there's something sinister about this development that will change Arthur's life forever. Next we have Arkham Manor number 1. When catastrophe strikes Arkham Asylum, where will Gotham City house the world's most dangerous criminals? And when inmates are found murdered, what is Batman prepared to do in search of justice? Arkham's madness comes home in Arkham Manor, a bold new series brought to you by the mad minds of Jerry Dugan and Sean Crystal. We've also got Batman 66 number 16. It's Egghead Unbound as Batman's most eccentric foe returns to terrorize Gotham City. Frustrated by his repeated defeats at the hands of the Cape Crusader, he invents a device that will accelerate his brain development to that of being of the 40th century. Is this really possible? Does he now possess superhuman abilities, or has his mind simply gotten scrambled? Next we have Batman Beyond Universe number 15. Rewire is out of Arkham. Ghoul is back on the streets and selling modified Joker toxin, and now Terry's girlfriend, Melanie, might have gone back to her old habits. Can things get any worse? Oh yeah, Ink's back and more powerful than ever. We've also got Batman Eternal number 29. Hell is bursting out of Arkham Asylum, and the only being that can stop it is the Spectre, but first he must stop himself from razing all of Gotham City. Next we have Bodies number 4 of 8. A night in the pub winds up in two very sticky ends for Whiteman and Edmund, while in 2050 Maplewood and Bounce go up on the roof to wait for the big parade. In the present day, what should be a walk in the park for Shahara leads her straight to the morgue. We've also got Catwoman number 35. Meet Selena Kyle, crime boss of Gotham City. Spinning out of the events of Batman Eternal, Selena has accepted the family mantle and embraced her true criminal side. But is Gotham City ready for her reign? And with the cat away, who is the stranger haunting the empty rooftops of the city? Don't miss the start of a bold new direction for Selena Kyle by a new creative team of novelists Genevieve Valentine and Gary Brown. Next we have Dead Boy Detectives number 10, a Vertigo Defy covers issue. For years Crystal has been determined to discover what really happened to her best friend Rosa. Did Crystal really see Rosa ripped out of reality and stolen away into a snowy otherworld? Or was she, as her parents said, just completely banjaxed by Rosa's death? As Charles and Edwin's inspired sleuthing helps Crystal locate the comatose Rosa, it seems they've all arrived too late. This time Rosa's life hangs by the thinnest of threads, and her spirit may not even want to return home. We've also got Deathstroke number 1. The DCU's deadliest assassin stars in his own ongoing series by writer-artist Tony S. Daniel. See him as never before in this explosive new series, with one surprise after another as we see Slade Wilson in the fight of his life. Next we've got Earth 2 World's End number 3. With Earth 2's United Kingdom falling under the rule of Apocalypse invaders, Hawkgirl and Dr. Fate race to London. But with Nabu in control, Fate's motives might not be as pure as they seem. We've also got The Flash number 35. It's The Flash versus Future Flash as these two super speedsters battle for the fate of Wally West. Will the Flash die? Next we have Harley Quinn number 11. Harley continues with her toxic Max Macabre relationship, but everything changes when Power Girl comes crashing into Coney Island from outer space. PG has a severe case of amnesia, and Harley is happy to remind her that they're best friends and a crime-fighting team. We've also got He-Man and the Masters of the Universe number 18. The finality of the Blood of Grayskull is here. Darkness has taken over Eternia. He-Man is dead. Only one person can save the day. She is Adora. She is She-Ra. Next we have Infinity Man and the Forever People number 4. Following their battle against Mantis, a boom tube mishap forces the Forever People to find alternative transportation back to New Genesis. After getting some unexpected help from Batcow, they arrive home to learn that Azarte has come to join the team, and Guy Gardner has brought the Green Lantern New Gods conflict to their doorstep. We've also got Injustice Gods Among Us Year 3 number 2. A new resistance to Superman's reign is forming, and it's ready to take on Superman from a new angle, one Batman isn't comfortable with. John Constantine has begun to gather demons and supernatural beings to bring down this dictatorship. Might has failed, it's time for magic. Next we have Justice League Dark number 35. Time is broken, and so is the Justice League Dark. The team may have welcomed Andrew Bennett, Frankenstein, and its others back into the fold, but the reunion will be short-lived when the JLD finds itself scattered across the time stream. They're lost in a blasted, apocalyptic wasteland at the end of time, an incomprehensible dimension beyond all existence, and at the dawn of a dark civilization lost to recorded history, the place where magic was first harnessed. They can barely work together under the best of circumstances. How will they ever find their way home from this? We've also got Multiversity The Just #1. The next chapter of the greatest adventure in DC's history is here. When they last collaborated, Grant Morrison joined artist Ben Oliver for the acclaimed Action Comics #0. For their next team up, the two superstars take a spin around the self-obsessed Earth-16, aka Earth-Me. With all the world's threats having been handled long ago by their parents, the next generation of supers, including Chris Kent, Damian Wayne, Alexis Luthor, Offspring, Megamorpho, Donna Troy, and more, find themselves labeled as superstars more often than superheroes. But with that fame comes complacency, and when a massive threat unlike anything they've ever seen surfaces, this pampered crew finds themselves in way over their head. What secret is Damian keeping from Chris that could tear the world's finest friends apart? Who is the mysterious killer lurking behind the scenes among these spoiled superchildren? And what chance do they stand against the monstrous villain that's murdering its way across the multiverse? All that and more in this exciting standalone issue, which also acts as Chapter 3 of the Multiversity saga. Join us if you dare for the Multiversity. Next, we have New 52 Futures End #25. The revelation of their ultimate adversary forces the Shade team to find a new ride as they learn what it means to watch for the storm. We've also got Red Lanterns #35, Godhead Act 1 Part 5. Guy Gardner's at his lowest point in the horrific aftermath of the Atrocitus War, consumed with rage towards himself and for many lives lost, and he's taking it out on whomever he can. His actions have caught the attention of Earth's sole Green Lantern, Simon Baz. Unfortunately, Earth itself has caught the attention of the new god Malhedron. But unlike his green compatriot, Guy's on a rage-filled suicide mission, and he's just looking for a target. Next, we have Secret Origins #6. The same month the acclaimed creative team on Wonder Woman exits the book, they arrive to tell the Amazon Warrior's secret origin, plus the beginnings of Deadman by J.M. DeMatteis and Kevin Stokes, and Sinestro's origin by series writer Cullen Bunn and artist Igor Lima. We've also got Star-Spangled War Stories featuring G.I. Zombie #3. The only man who can negotiate with terrorists is a man who's already dead. While a hostile force storms a federal building and takes hostages, the negotiator is none other than Jared Cabe, aka G.I. Zombie. Next, we have Superman #35. The hit Superman run by Jeff Johns and John Romita Jr. continues with The Men of Tomorrow Chapter 4. Superman and Ulysses are still dealing with the traumatic revelations of last issue, but the hunt for the machinist must continue before the would-be victims fall into his hands. But what happens when the two heroes learn the truth behind the machinist and the cost to stopping his mad plan? And we've got Unwritten Volume 2 Apocalypse #10. In the first chapter of the final unwritten story arc, Annals of Comparative Literature, Pullman has the manum and the end is nigh as it's ever going to get. But even magic trumpets have rules, and this one has a homing instinct, and there's only one place in all the worlds of fiction where it can do its apocalyptic thing, which just happens to be the one place Tom is afraid to go. Out in trades this week, we've got All-Star Western Volume 5 Man Out of Time trade paperback. After a confrontation with Booster Gold in the Old West, Jonah Hex is transported to modern-day Gotham City. Confused and adrift, but still trigger-happy, Hex looks to shoot his way out of trouble, but that may do him no good when he's thrown into Arkham Asylum. These tales from issues 22 through 28 guest star Batman, John Constantine, Superman, and more. Next, we've got Annotated Sandman Volume 3 hardcover. In the Annotated Sandman Volume 3, Leslie Klinger provides historical insights into issues 40 through 55 of The Sandman, along with The Sandman Special #1 and How They Met Themselves from Vertigo Winter's Edge #3. We've also got Gotham Sirens Volume 1 trade paperback. In this new collection of Gotham Sirens 1 through 13, Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and Harley Quinn are tired of playing by other people's rules, regardless of which side of the law they're on. These tough ladies have a new agenda that's all their own, and they'll use any means necessary to pursue it. But can they get along and work as a team? And who will get hurt along the way? Next, we have Harley Quinn Volume 1 Hot in the City hardcover. The sensational series that gave Harley Quinn her own New 52 spotlight is collected in hardcover for the first time from the star-studded number 0 issue to issue number 8. Don't miss Harley's big move to Coney Island as she becomes a roller derby queen, all while she carries on in her criminal career. We've also got Ronin Deluxe Edition hardcover. Frank Miller's 6-issue miniseries Ronin is given the Deluxe Edition treatment. It's the tale of a 13th century samurai who's reborn in a futuristic 21st century New York City with one last chance to regain his honor. He must defeat the reincarnation of his master's killer, an ancient demon called Agate. This breathtaking Deluxe Edition includes rarely seen promotional art, fold-out pages, and more special features. And we've got Suicide Squad Volume 5 walled-in trade paperback. As Forever Evil sweeps over the DCU, the Suicide Squad experiences a world full of freed villains. And now, with the Reverse Suicide Squad taking over Belle Reve, Amanda Waller and James Gordon Jr. must free a prisoner from the early days of the New 52 if they are to have any hope of surviving. Collect Suicide Squad number 24 through 30 and Suicide Squad Amanda Waller number 1. Okay, so that's it for DC this week, but of course there's still plenty of other books out this week too, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the Marvel and Indies videos for the week, as well as my featured video with the usual roundup of all my favorites for the week with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Tumblr to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.